Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I'm super excited to have you here as we look at the week ahead. This is November 15th through the 21st. We have a big old eclipse happening on Friday morning, bright and early in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day, the middle of the night. Look at all this green you have coming up. So much growth and opportunity here. So you have jade, take action, and green, revitalize your nervous system. So spend some time with your houseplants. Get outside, take care of your gardens, go for walks. Wherever you can find the plants to bring in the green, it really feels important. Your nervous system, let go of the worries. This full moon eclipse, let go of the worries because things are really starting to pop for you, right? You are on your way. This is your opportunity to really, we've gone through the integration period after the North Node went through your sign, and now it is time to start really harvesting, right? And so look at that spring green though. Okay, so I think this energy is coming in, and so don't worry about it. Just keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. So we start off this week with that moon in Aries. And the moon in Aries is very busy. It's going to be on Monday and Tuesday. It's going to talk to Saturn. It's going to talk to Jupiter. And it's in that sextile energy of what are we going to do? What's the choices we have? How do we create the healthy boundaries? So what they're showing me right now is, you know how when you put in a garden and you're trying to decide how big the garden should be, how much do you expand it? That's Jupiter. And then where do you put up the fence to keep the deer, the rabbits, whatever, out of it? And so this idea that you're working on this thing you want to manifest, if you create the self-healthy boundaries around it and you, and just because it's only so when I put in the garden at this place I was living at, it started out like the size of a postage stamp, and then every year I made it a little bigger and a little bigger. So put it someplace where you're able to expand. So whatever this idea is, even though the safe, healthy boundaries are around keeping it small and contained right now so that you can manage the weeds and all that stuff, that doesn't mean, make sure there's room to grow. Because whatever this is, it feels like it's going to expand out, and so creating the space to do that, because Jupiter wants to expand, but Saturn says, hey, we need to do this in a very organized and controlled way. You have the elephant. You have greatness. One thing I want to point out is that the sun is still in Scorpio until the end of the week, and it's going to square with Jupiter. And so the sun is saying, hey, the sun in Scorpio is like, do we need to dig a little deeper to get a little more information about what it is you're trying to do here? And then the sun is also going to be in sextile. And again, that is that very comfortable but choice-making decision with Pluto about how to transform things. And so as we are completing this cycle of the sun in your fifth house, right? Scorpio, if you are Cancer rising, is your fifth house of creativity. As we're wrapping this up, it is asking, what else do we need to do and what's the next best move? Because you do need to take some action. You have Jade. You do need to take some action. You can't let off the gas. You guys are doing great. You're going to have to keep moving forward. This elephant is running. Look at him. He is on the move. He is on the move. You are on the move. So it says, love is your strength. Yes, Cancer, it is. That is your superpower. Your ability to love others and care for others and nurture others. However, don't forget that you need to save some of that for yourself. Okay? Never give all of yourself away. It's not a good idea. Okay, so leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. This is the conversations that the moon is having. Listen to the moon. It is your ruling planet. Pay attention to the details of what you're picking up. What are you feeling? And start taking action on any intuitive hits that you get this week. It's really important. I feel like you're going to be led and guided a lot through the intuition, through your heart space. And so don't be nervous about what's next, and don't feel like you need to know all the details of it. Be open to the flow and be willing to shift and adjust as necessary, because I feel like you're really being guided here. You're really being guided. You are on the move. An elephant, when he's running, moves really fast. really fast. So the moon is going to move into Taurus at 9:18 p.m. on Tuesday evening, and then on Wednesday at 12:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., the moon is going to conjunct with Uranus. And when it conjuncts with Uranus, it is going to oppose Mars in Scorpio at the same time. And that is some powerful, fired up energy. Watch out for the flaring tempers. So Wednesday morning, if you're in the United States, I would really be, because it's always the energy that leads right up to the conjunctions and stuff that's really intense and can be really explosive. And so watch out for the road rage, the tempers, the anger that you may feel yourself, right? Like the moon, really, you really are very active, and then that moon is conjunct Uranus. And so this would be a day to really put a note on the mirror before you go to bed on Tuesday and say, remember to stay calm. Remember to stay calm. Wear green that day to remind yourself to stay calm. All right, so then on Thursday, the moon in Taurus the moon in Taurus likes truth and authenticity, really does. And it's going to be opposing Mercury in Scorpio. And Mercury in Scorpio says, yeah, you're on a need-to-know basis. And what I tell you may or may not be the truth anyway. And so these two are going to be in exact opposition. The moon seeking the truth, what resonates at the heart space. Mercury in Scorpio saying, what is that exactly? Do you really need to know? And they're in a T-square. The outlet point is Jupiter in Aquarius, which is going to expand and put it out into the world. Lies are going to be brought to the surface, I think, on a very global scale. So keep an eye out for that. But for you personally, how about you do this? How about you use that energy to seek the truth inside of you and let go of the lies about who you are and that you're not worthy and you're not good enough, and allow that to be what is released and broadcast out, that you are magnificent, that you are greatness. You are greatness, right? So Friday morning at like 1 o'clock in the morning, we've got Venus. Venus is spending 4 whole months in Capricorn. That is your house partnership if you're a Cancer rising. 4 whole months trying to concoct a plan, talking to all of the planets at one point or the other, going back and forth, renegotiating, trying to figure out what is the best way forward to manifest what is something of true value to you. Whether this is in business or in personal or any aspect of your life, creative or otherwise, there is something going on here. And over the course of the next 4 months, pay attention, because when it releases, when she gets out of Capricorn, it's March. And then the sun is in another water sign. It's in Pisces. And so this is going to be, and in Pisces, for you, if you're a Cancer rising, that's your 9th house. And so that is where things go out into the world in a broadcast. And so I feel like there's something really going on here that's super special. And so really pay attention and be willing to adjust and change and negotiate your way through whatever plan of action you are trying to create for yourself, and allow yourself to be led in the direction you want to go. Well, I don't like that. Okay, I want to talk to you, moon children. Talk to me, moon child that I am. I have a lot of planets and placements in, I have 4 in Cancer. This week, when that moon is in Taurus, is going to be explosive for you. Truths are going to come out, and I want you to stand in your truth and to stand in your authenticity about what it is that you really want. You are large and in charge in your own world. Do not forget that. That trunk there and those horns, look at those tusks, that's so much ability to pull in the intuition and to manifest what it is that you truly want. There is a need to be very faithful to yourself and your beliefs. We have the rain. It is I can't say this word, but it's about fiduciary. But they have it written a different way. Fiduciary has to do with banks that are fiduciaries. They are good resource managers of the funds, right? That's what makes them. So this is about the shower of abundance pouring down on you, and are you a good steward of the resources that you are being offered? So pay attention to that. Because we have bushfire and electricity. We have fury and wildness. And I really think tempers can get way the heck out of control if you're not aware. And I don't really have a problem with righteous anger. I don't. But be careful, because wildfires, when they take off, like, sometimes you can't control it. It doesn't sound like a controlled burn here. And so the good news is I feel like the rain comes in and soothes that. And we also have the clarity that comes from it, because we have the clarity of the mountain here, and we have clarity that showed up here. So a story that I often share with Aries, because my brother was an Aries, is he set the neighborhood on fire once. It was, it sounds bad. He didn't burn any houses down, but it came really close. But he burned this field completely down. And it was like 3 weeks later, and everything came up green and beautiful. And so what it did is it cleaned out a bunch of garbage and dead and unnecessary things. And so there may be an emotional clearing that goes on with this Taurus full moon, where you have to unleash and let go. It might be that you end up crying a lot because we have all this rain here, or it might be that you end up yelling a lot because we have the fury of the bushfires, and I don't really know. But there is a clearing, but the good news is it clarifies. It gets rid of the junk. It is a real clearing out to create space for growth. And with it comes the understanding that you need, and we have the sensitivity. And so I feel like after the fire and the fury, there's the calm that comes in and the soothing, and you look around, you go, okay, so these are the resources I have. And I don't know what's going to happen. It feels like something is shocking to you and feels out of control, but it gives you clarity on a situation. Do not forget how great you are. Do not forget. And there is going to be a need to take immediate action. We've got Jade here. It says take action. This elephant is on the move. Whatever this is, whatever it is, when it happens, you are going to have to jump in and fix it. Like somehow. Like you're going to have to take action. So I don't know what that, I'm trying to think of an example. They're not showing me anything, so I don't know. I'm really uncomfortable with this energy. So I just want to warn you to be, they say to revitalize your nervous system, and then they give a message like this. They're saying you'll be able to handle it without any problem. But in the moment, I think it's going to be an emotional firestorm. Oh, this is really intense. They're not showing, I don't know. They're not showing me anything. I have no idea. So heads up. I guess that's the best I can do. I think lies come to the surface. I think you find out something and it totally rocks your world. But here's the thing. Cry it out, scream it out, been there, done that. Take a deep breath. And then you say, okay, but where am I right now? Where am I headed? What do I have to work with? And start rebuilding. You are an initiating sign and you can do it. So I don't know what this is. Now they're actually showing me a lot of things, and it is across a wide variety of things. It's going to be individual to you, but I think something comes out that you are just not ready for, and it is time to get rid of what doesn't work. And I think you burn down the relationship or the situation or whatever is not working, it's going to go. And it's going to be okay. And you're going to be fine. Because you have renewing your life, radiant vitality is filling my life. Look at this. He's pushing the clutter over the cliff. Fire clears. It could just be, for some of you, that there's been a lot of little things building up in your relationship, and you guys have a big, huge fight, and it clears out all that negative stuff, and you're able to come together and soothe and heal and grow and move forward because you've cleared the clutter out. And I really want to advise that once you have this big fight, if that's what happens, and you clear all this stuff out, then it's in the past. And you can't keep bringing it up. And you don't let someone else do that to you either. Because, that's so frustrating, right? When you've like already discussed it, already handled it, and the next time they get mad, well, you always do whatever, right? No, we already had that conversation. So that's when you stand up and you go, we already covered that ground. We don't need to cover it again. So this is an opportunity to really let some stuff go. I don't know, Cancer. Looks rough. Moon's going to be in Gemini right after that eclipse. Gets there at 9:33 a.m. on Saturday. I feel like, there's a lot of clarity that comes in because it's going to hit the North Node, and then it's going to trine Saturn. Saturn's about having healthy boundaries. It's going to trine Jupiter, which wants to expand things. And the question is, do you believe in yourself? And I hope the answer is yes. I am worthy. I am lovable. I'm loving. Step into your superpower. Remember that you are the greatness of the elephant this week. And you're going to have to take action on something. Don't sweep it under the rug. But I feel like there is a nice, beautiful calm that comes after the storm. And I feel like that's when you get the rebirth, the new growth, the spring energy coming in. The sun moves into Sagittarius at 9:34 p.m. on Sunday. That brings hope and optimism. Nice deep breath. All right. That's your 6th house. That is balance. That is health. This could be a health thing for some of you. Like maybe you have a doctor's appointment and then you find out something. The doctor's like, you're going to have to take care of this. Take the actions. Take the actions. Wow. Okay. Whatever you're doing, you're getting rid of the crap that doesn't work so that you can have spring growth. Okay? All right. Don't forget you're great. You're really great. You can do this. All right, Cancer, you take care. I mean that. I am on Facebook at Moonlit Waters. I did a video for you on this eclipse. You might want to check that out. I'll put it right here. Check that out. See what it is. I can't even remember. It was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, you guys take good care of yourselves. All right. And I will see you back here on Monday. And you can let me know how it went and did you survive it. All right. I'll talk to you soon.